Have you ever woken up after what felt like a full night in bed, just feeling absolutely drained? Like, did I even sleep?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe, snatched a quick 20-minute nap and felt like you could suddenly conquer the world.
Oh, definitely. That contrast tells you a lot, doesn't it?
It really does. It's a huge hint that sleep isn't just about the hours clocked in. It's about, well, the incredibly complex stuff your body's doing behind the scenes.
Exactly.
So today, we're doing a deep dive. We're pulling back the covers on what your body is actually up to during sleep, why it's so much more than just feeling rested, and importantly, how you can optimize it.
And we're drawing on some great insights here from Jack Finch's book, Snooze Smarter, A Guide to Better Sleep. It's really practical stuff.
Yeah, it is. Our mission today is really to get past the usual advice and give you a shortcut to being properly informed about, the real science of sleep.
Ooh.
We've got some surprising facts and tips you can actually use tonight.
It's true. I think most people sort of treat sleep like an off switch, right? Just downtime. But Finch really shows how it's this meticulously choreographed process, like a nightly symphony almost. Every part is essential for full restoration.
A symphony.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a perfect way to describe it. Because you don't just, fall asleep into one state.
No, not at all.
Your body cycles through these really distinct stages, and each one has a specific job to do.
Yeah.
So what are the main movements in this nightly performance?
Okay, so the performance starts with stage one. That's that initial light sleep, the dozing phase. You're still kind of aware, just drifting on.
Right, the am I asleep yet stage.
Pretty much. Then you slide into stage two, and here things start to slow down noticeably. Your heart rate, your breathing, they drop. Body temperature dips a bit. Your brain waves quieten down too, getting ready for the deeper work.
Okay, and then comes stage three. People often call this deep sleep.
Yeah.
This is where the real heavy lifting happens, isn't it? What's our body actually doing then?
Oh, it's absolutely critical for physical repair. During stage three, your brain waves slow right down, these big, slow delta waves. This is prime time for your body to repair tissues, boost your immune function, and really importantly, it's thought to be when your brain's lymphatic system, think of it like a cleaning crew, gets to work.
A cleaning crew. So flushing out waste.
Exactly. Flushing out metabolic waste products that build up while you're awake. A nightly brain detox, essentially.
Wow, okay. A brain detox. I like that. And after that deep clean, we hit REM sleep. That's the one everyone talks about, usually because of dreams.
Right, REM, rapid eye movement. Your brain activity actually looks quite similar to when you're awake, which is fascinating because your body is mostly paralyzed, thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully.
Most dreaming happens here, yeah. But it's doing much more. REM is vital for consolidating memories, locking in what you learned during the day, and for processing emotions. Some researchers also talk about synaptic pruning happening here.
Pruning, like gardening for the brain.
Sort of. Clearing out weaker or unnecessary neural connections to make space for new learning and strengthen important pathways. It's mental housekeeping.
Mental housekeeping, brain detox. I'm getting a whole new picture of sleep. So this whole cycle, this symphony, how long does one round trip take?
Typically, one full cycle through all those stages takes about 90 minutes, give or take.
90 minutes. Go.
And for really effective rest, Jack Finch stresses aiming for about 4 to 6 of these complete cycles each night.
So that's where the 7 to 9 hours recommendation comes from. It's not random. It's based on getting enough of these 90-minute cycles in.
Precisely. It gives your body and brain the time they need to run through all these crucial restorative processes multiple times.
Okay, here's where I think a lot of us will relate. Because who hasn't found themselves wide awake, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering now what?
Oh, yeah. The 3 a.m. club.
Exactly. Now, Finch points out that waking up briefly maybe for the bathroom or, the cat jumps on your head, that's actually pretty normal. If you fall back asleep easily, it's generally okay.
That's a really key distinction he makes. The real issue is when you're consistently awake for, say, 30 minutes or more, night after night, and you're struggling to get back to sleep. That's when Finch suggests your sleep might need a bit of a tune-up.
A tune-up.
Okay.
And he has some pretty direct advice. One big one. Cut the caffeine after lunch. We all know caffeine wakes us up, but he talks about its half-life, which is longer than you might think.
Much longer for some. On average, caffeine's half-life is about 5 hours. That means 5 hours after your coffee, half of that caffeine is still active in your system.
Wow, half.
Yeah. And for some people, genetically, it's even longer because their liver processes it slower. So that 3 p.m. pick-me-up, a quarter of its dose could still be messing with your sleep initiation well past 10 or 11 p.m.
Okay, that's sobering. What about drinking fluids late at night?
Also crucial. Hydration is vital, of course, but chugging a big glass of water right before bed is basically scheduling a middle-of-the-night wake-up call. It interrupts those precious sleep cycles.
Makes total sense.
Ah.
And light, especially evening light from screens and stuff. How does that play into these wake-ups?
Light is maybe the most powerful signal for our internal body clock, our circadian rhythm. And that blue light, specifically, the kind pouring out of our phones, tablets, TVs, it actively suppresses melatonin.
Melatonin, the sleep hormone.
Exactly, the hormone that tells your brain, hey, it's nighttime, time to wind down. So scrolling on your phone in bed is literally telling your brain to stay awake and alert. Finch really pushes using warm-colored lights, reds, ambers in the evening, and definitely using blue light filters if you have to look at a screen.
That's so important. It's not just if you look at screens, but the type of light. So, okay, you do wake up at 3 a.m. What's the immediate first aid?
Rule number 1, resist the urge to grab your phone or flip on the main lights. We all are. But bright light instantly screams, morning, to your brain, making it even harder to drift back off. Keep lights super dim, maybe a very faint, warm nightlight if needed. Avoid any stimulation. And Finch's advice is, if you're still awake after 15-20 minutes, actually get out of bed.
Really? Get out.
Yep. Go somewhere else, keep the lights dim, and do something really quiet and boring. Read a physical book, maybe some gentle stretching until you feel genuinely sleepy again. Then go back to bed. The idea is to avoid associating your bed with frustration and wakefulness.
Okay, that's counterintuitive, but makes sense.
Yeah.
Now let's switch gears to something that often gets a bad rap. Napping. Snooze Smarter actually champions it.
It absolutely does, but strategically. It's not about laziness. It's presented as a science-backed tool, and the benefits really depend on the length.
Okay, tell me about that. Short naps first.
Right, a short power nap, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, that's fantastic for a quick boost in alertness, focus, mood. And crucially, you usually avoid that groggy feeling afterwards.
Sleep inertia, they call it.
Exactly. You're generally waking up before you fall into the really deep stages of sleep.
And if you got more time, like, say, 90 minutes, that sounds amazing.
A 90-minute nap is basically a full sleep cycle. You get through light sleep, deep sleep, and usually some REM sleep too, so you wake up at the end of a natural cycle.
Ah, so less chance of waking up mid-deep sleep grogginess.
Precisely. You often feel incredibly refreshed, maybe more creative, sharper, but the timing is key for any nap.
Right. A nap at 6 p.m. sounds like a recipe for disaster later. When's the sweet spot?
Generally, early afternoon. Think between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. This often lines up with that natural little dip in alertness many people feel after lunch.
The post-lunch slump.
That's the one. Napping too late, like after 4 p.m., can definitely make it harder to fall asleep at your regular bedtime. So, yeah, connecting it back. Napping isn't just downtime. Timed right, it's a powerful tool to boost your day.
That really reframes it, doesn't it? From an indulgence to almost a performance enhancer. Speaking of stages, what about life stages? Our sleep definitely changes as we get older. Finch talks about this too.
He does, and it's important to understand it's a natural process, not necessarily a problem to be fixed. As we age, our sleep tends to become lighter, maybe a bit more fragmented.
Why is that?
It's biological, partly due to hormonal shifts like changes in melatonin production and also changes in the brain's actual sleep architecture. We naturally spend less time in that very deep stage 3 sleep and might wake up a bit more often.
Okay, so if that's just how it goes, what can older adults, or really anyone noticing changes, do to still get good quality rest?
Well, even with those shifts, a lot still helps. Finch emphasizes getting morning sunlight. That exposure helps anchor your circadian rhythm, which can weaken a bit with age.
So open the curtains first thing.
Absolutely. And consistency is king. Keeping a regular sleep schedule, yes, even on weekends, becomes even more vital as you get older. Daily movement, too, whatever physical activity suits you, is consistently shown to improve sleep quality.
And naps? Still okay?
Still okay, but perhaps even more important to keep them short, like that 20-30-minute window to avoid messing with nighttime sleep.
Got it. Are there, medical things people should keep in mind? Medications, maybe?
Definitely. Many common medications, especially those taken for age-related conditions, can have side effects that impact sleep. So if you're consistently waking up a lot or feeling really tired during the day, even if you're in bed for enough hours, it's absolutely worth talking to your doctor. Don't just assume it's getting older. They might need to review medications or check for underlying issues.
That's really good advice. Okay, let's circle back to the evening routine. Food and light, they seem like small things, but Finch suggests they have a huge impact on setting you up for sleep. That late-night snack dilemma.
Yes, the midnight munchies. It's a delicate balance, isn't it? Going to bed actually hungry can keep you up, definitely. But so can a really heavy, rich meal close to bedtime.
So what's the sweet spot for a pre-bed snack if you need one?
Think light and easily digestible. Finch suggests things like a small banana with a bit of peanut butter, maybe a small bowl of oatmeal, or the classic warm milk. These have things like tryptophan, which helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin, gentle nudges towards sleep.
And what should we absolutely avoid in the hours before bed? The sleep saboteurs.
Well, spicy foods can cause indigestion, obviously caffeine, even hidden in things like dark chocolate. And alcohol is a big one.
Really? I thought it made you sleepy.
It might initially, yes. It helps you fall asleep faster sometimes, but it severely disrupts the quality of your sleep later in the night. It fragments sleep, suppresses that crucial REM stage, and leads to more awakenings. Also, big fatty meals take a lot of work to digest, which isn't ideal when you want your body to rest.
Okay, noted. No late-night curry and beer.
Probably not ideal for sleep, no. And water, too. We mentioned it earlier, but it bears repeating. Stay hydrated during the day, but maybe taper off liquids an hour or two before bed.
All right, avoid the guaranteed 2 a.m. trip. And then light. Again, we know blue light is bad, warm light is good. What's the ideal setup for, say, the hour before bed?
This is where you can really take control. You want to signal darkness to your brain. So dim the lights way down. Use lamps with warm bulbs, those reds, ambers, oranges Finch talks about. They don't mess with melatonin the way bright white or blue light does.
And screens. Avoid completely.
Ideally, yes, for at least an hour before bed. That's the gold standard. If you absolutely must use one, definitely turn on the blue light filter or night mode. But even then, just the mental stimulation of checking email or social media can keep your brain wired.
So true. Even if the light is warm, the content might be activating.
Exactly. And if you need a nightlight, choose one that's super dim and warm-toned. Just enough to see your way, not enough to light up the room. It's all about creating an environment that supports your natural sleep drive.
It really highlights how much our environment and habits, these choices we make right before bed, influence something so biological.
It does. It underscores how much agency we actually have. It's not just hoping for good sleep, it's actively preparing for it.
Okay, let's wrap this up with a few kind of weird, wonderful facts from the book, just to highlight how amazing sleep is, plus a quick checklist. Did you know this blows my mind? Dolphins sleep with only half their brain at a time.
It's incredible, isn't it? Unihemispheric sleep, it lets them stay partially conscious to surface for air and watch for danger.
Amazing. And here's another one. Apparently, before color TV was common, most people reported dreamy in black and white.
Isn't that fascinating? It really makes you wonder how much our waking world shapes our inner dream world.
Totally wild. Okay, and one more, but with a massive health warning. Please, nobody try this. The record for staying awake is held by Randy Gardner, 11 days and 25 minutes.
An extreme case study. And the researchers strongly advise against anyone attempting anything similar due to severe health risks. Sleep deprivation is serious stuff.
Absolutely. So, with all this fantastic info from Jack Finch's Snooze Smarter, what does this deep dive really mean for you, the listener, tonight? Let's do a quick checklist.
Okay, first, prioritize the opportunity. Aim for that 7 to 9 hour window.
Right, and understand and embrace those 90-minute sleep cycles. It helps make sense of timing.
If you nap, time it right. Early afternoon, ideally before 3 p.m. Keep it strategic.
Create that wind-down routine, something relaxing that signals sleep time to your brain. Dim lights, no screens.
And be mindful of those evening choices. Let your lighting and your snacks work for you, not against your sleep. Smart choices matter.
It really comes down to this. Sleep isn't just passive downtime. It's not a luxury. It's this incredibly sophisticated nightly tune-up for your body and brain.
It's fundamental. Healing, learning, memory consolidation, emotional balance. It all happens then.
So tonight, don't just stumble into bed. Try to, go pro with your sleep. Treat it like the vital performance it is, because how you perform tomorrow really depends on it.
Well said.
And maybe a final thought. If a dolphin can manage to sleep with half its brain and still navigate the ocean, maybe, just maybe, you can survive without watching.